find him. It was actually funny when I called him. I was like, hey, how's it going? I was like, my name's Keith. I think I'm one of your brothers. He's from the Bronx, New York. He's like really skeptical and really like, probably thought I was scamming him or something. So he's like, yeah, what are you talking about? I said, well, do you know anything about your history? And he said, yeah, I know my last name when I was born. I said, yeah, Rosado. He's like, oh. And then, I eventually convinced him. So that was good. And then, well, this sister here, she's actually the only one that kind of grew up around the family. Well, she was one of those situations. She was, it didn't really go through the system or anything. Kind of like a lady down the street. Transaction took place, but they said my birth mom used to like do her hair when she was a kid. But then she didn't find out she was her mom until she was 14. But it was pretty cool that she got to know her. And then yeah, so that leaves this little guy right here. I said little guy because by the time I found him, he passed previously too. And his story was, he also had diabetes and stuff, but it was he got mixed up with the wrong crowd and somebody put something in his medicine or something. I don't know if that's a true story or not, but so, he, and then last but not least, like Joey right there, he's my only full-blooded brother. And he's the one that he's the one that I really need like a lot of search angels help with and stuff like that. And he took the most work, probably about a year and a half, till I finally caught up with him. And the reason why I'm focusing on him right now is because his whole situation led me to a whole other chapter in this journey. Connected with him, he lives in Las Vegas. He's one of these guys in and out of prison, living in hotels, this and that, whatever. But he grew up in a great family. He was in fishing competitions. His family was government workers. They put him in like private school, I think, when he was kids. But for some reason, they said when he was a teenager, and he always knew he was adopted. I think he always knew some of the background. So I don't know, maybe in his mind he was like, I have this disposition, genetic disposition. Maybe he thought he could handle a few drugs, and have it not affect him, but it became his lifestyle. But so with him, he actually had 3 kids that he gave up for adoption along the way. So, and actually, even with the chocolates I was making, this is where this comes into play. So with the chocolates, So no, when I connect with him, his adopted mom, has always been really great with me. She treats me almost like a son the way she talks to me and stuff. So she's like, by the way, she said, she kept in touch with two of his biological kids. She sends them gifts every year. So she's like, I'm going to order chocolates from you this year to them. And so she gave me their addresses, phone numbers, all that stuff, right? And I wasn't just going to go full speed ahead and call them. So what I did was, I reached out to their mom, their adopted mom. I said, I'm Keith. I said, I'm the biological uncle of your kids and all that stuff. And I said, I'm only letting you know this just in case you ever need information. But I said, I didn't tell her about that I was going to be making chocolates either. But I had her name. Yeah, that's how I found her. So that was that. And then what happened with that was, about a year after that, she said, because they live in Indiana, she's like, I always wanted to take the family to visit DC. I was like, oh, cool. I was like, oh, so they know about me? It's like, oh, the kids know about me? I'm curious about what the next one is. I hope it's the one. If not, I could. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So yeah, these two are my full-blooded brothers, 2 biological kids, so I connect with. My kids. This is what it's all about, It's like, like a lot of stuff we went through. I mean, you really can't change a lot of it, whatever, but you can affect the future. So these kids, they'll always know a lot of their medical history, all that stuff, just because they know our subject, and then, my kids and them will always, they'll be connected. So, and then it's funny, her mom, Ava's mom, asked where she got her red hair from. So then I showed a picture of my grandmother on my paternal side. So she had red hair. One of our cousins has like curly red hair just like that. So now they know partly where that comes from. You know. Yeah, so I went to their wedding, well, their parents' wedding. Their mom got remarried. I went to the wedding. That was nice. So yeah, I'm curious what the next one is, I guess. Oh yeah, this is a pretty cool one this past summer. This is where, you know, eventually you'll get to a phase where, all right, so you have your biological family, you have your adopted family, and you know, eventually you'll be able to intertwine them somehow, some way. And I was able to do that, you know, like, you know, this was just one event this past summer where my brother invited me for a barbecue, and I invited a few of the biological relatives. No, the reason why I'm laughing is because she said she was only going to bring 2 people with her. There was like 10 of them that showed up. So, but you know, Puerto Rican, so I got a joke, but you know, it's cool. We're big families, you know, a lot of people, so you can't just bring. So it was cool, but yeah. But so that was fun, and I ordered pizza for them. They were happy with that. So, are there any more pictures, or is that
I think that was it.
That was it there. Okay. Mm-hmm. So cool. Yeah. So that's basically my my story of the journey in general. All right. So, and I guess I'll kind of get into what Heather was talking about, how like, you know, we connected online, and I'll tell you, once I found out I was adopted, and once I started connecting with people, that's all I did. Like I would find one person, and I find, oh, they're connected with this person. I had about 2 or 3 days where I clicked on names. So like I have like, let's say like 300, 400 extra friends on Facebook that are all just adopted people, or adoption related people. You know, so, and it's pretty cool, it's been good, and you know, I'll say, you know, finding that support system was always great. You know, and then, yeah, I'm telling you, this is a pretty big thing. I mean, just to be here, I mean, just in general, because, like, and if anything else, like, I would say a lot of my reunion stuff prepared me for, like, being here today. You know, because, I mean, we're all connected in a way. And it sounds so simple and simplistic and almost, can't find the right words, but it's just true. It's just true. We're really all connected in some kind of way. Beyond social, economic, racial, age, all that stuff. Because look at someone like me, I didn't really know what I was, but now I do. And it's funny, one of my high school friends said, she's like, he's always been so proud to be Italian. I guess, you know, yeah. I was like, yeah. But I was like, but now I'm proud to be what I am, because I know what I am. And, you know, it's like, but at the end, we're all human beings. So, you know, it doesn't even matter. But, and the reason why I get into that also is because, well, I used the term to somebody. I said that we're, what do you call it? We're discriminated against a lot of times as adoptees, right? And but actually, my friend kind of corrected me a little bit. He said, I don't know if it's really that we're discriminated against. He said that but we are like at a disadvantage a lot of times. I mean, I guess it's all the same thing though. We're at a disadvantage because, yeah, like people saying about the stigmas and all that stuff, and I know for a fact, like, I mean, but I always share the fact that I'm adopted people because I know it. But I know for a fact once I tell them that, I know that they do look at me differently. And no, I mean, and I say that in a way like I don't know if they're looking at me differently because of the fact that I'm adopted, or the fact that I'm so open to talk about it. Because like, you know, some people will get you know, they'll get the idea like that I'm like about to cry when I'm talking about it. I'm like, no, it's just something, you know, it's a part of me. So, you know, but yeah, so how much time did I go already?
You got 13 minutes. Are you
Oh,
done?
no.
Do you,
I think just
you got any questions?
go for a minute, do a handstand now. I think I'm good to go.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
I mean,